The UAE started the Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement program almost 3 years and a half, and we concluded 27 agreements. Meanwhile, we're still part of the GCC negotiation bloc, and we're negotiating with many countries. We managed to conclude with some countries, which as well was the foundation for the conclusion between GCC and those nations, namely New Zealand. We concluded, and that facilitated the conclusion with the New Zealand just a few months after that. With South Korea is exactly the same. We concluded with South Korea, and then the GCC managed to break a deal with the South Korea. So we're not seeing this as a hurdle. We're seeing it's a flow which is going to be starting from here and moving to the GCC. But at the same time, I know that my colleague, His Excellency Maros, is in discussion with the GCC, but usually the blocks are much slower than the bilateral, and that's why we're starting here, so we can move quickly, and this could be feeding into the bigger picture of the GCC. So that is our answer, and it's the same thing with the UK. We as well, within the UK, were negotiating through the GCC, and we had the opportunity as well to start the bilateral track, but we decided to focus our efforts into the GCC UK track since it's going to be covering most of our interests. That was the case as well with China. The Chinese approached us to have a bilateral on the sideline of the GCC China negotiation, and again, we're reflecting most of our interests on that. So we're seeing how fast we can move within the GCC, and then we decide if we're going to go through bilateral or the bloc. And the same thing here with the EU. We know that the bloc is going to take much longer time, which is the case by the way, with the UK. It's taking almost more than 2 years so far. And the average of the speed of our bilateral CEPA is 6 months. And that's why we're very keen in concluding this in a very short period, 3 to 6 months from now.